right. Shalom, shalom. Ba shalom ka. Ba shalom make. Oh, Ashari Aretob. Okay. Turn. So, what I want to do, I want to look at a couple of things. This is the most uh, favorite book, that is out here. That a lot of times, again, I always say when looking at the book of Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy 28th chapter, and teaching the young people what to look at, how to read. Sometimes it become a struggle for them because they always struggling like, what is Deuteronomy chapter 28 say? And they always drop down to verse 6 to 8. But here what I tell people, when you look at any biblical text as a teacher, you want to always start at verse 1 if you're teaching up on a subject matter. Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28. And let's start at verse 1. And I want to kind of take my time here. Okay, right here, verse 1, Deuteronomy 28:1. It said, we haya. Okay, we haya im shimoa, tishmoa, biko yohewai eleheka, lismor. Here, lasot. We go back here. Etko misota, asher enoki, mazabka, hayam, ne tenka, yohewai eleheka, elyon. Okay, I want to start right here. El Kol Gor Ha'adis. So let's break it down. Here, when we look at this right here, this is what we call your conjunction. Okay, and this right here is what we call your caller active voice. Third master singular. This is perfect. Okay, now what else do we see? We also see the if. Okay, don't worry if you do this right here. Here we see the word here, shimua. So this right here, what we call our call, G-stem active voice. Call infinitive absolute is absolute, mean it's absolute. Okay, absolute period. When we look at this word here, tishma, we can say tishma, and we would say how we gonna parse it as call a G-stem. Okay, second masculine singular, imperfect. Okay, here, look at this word here, be cold. This right here is our preposition, masculine singular, construct noun. Okay, we look here, Yohewahe, Elaheka, this is your possessor, he that causes it to exist, your God. Here we look at this word here, lishmor. This is very important. Okay, lishmor, we see the separate preposition, call, infinitive construct. Okay, other word you want to say, be careful. All right, let's look at this word here, lamet, laasot. What does laasot mean? We look at this right here again, preposition, call, infinitive construct. Okay, what is your root? Okay, your root gonna be to this word here, ayin sin hey. Let's move on here. Still at verse 28 and 1. Now the student, you can see this word here. This is a which we say a direct object marker. Okay, point to something. Here, called master singular, what construct noun. Here you see the word here, Miss Ota. Okay, you should know what that is. Okay, this is what is commandments. Here you see the relative participle of the word which. Okay, and here you see your first common singular, personal pronoun as a subject, a no key. Okay, a no key. Now we look at this word here. It say mazab ka. What is this right here? Okay, but I'm looking at the Nakul system in the vowel setting. This right here let me know that this is a what? What is this right here? Ah, good question. This is a PL active participle. Okay, second masculine singular, PL active participle. All right. What an active participle? Meaning that now the subject is doing the action. Okay. This is very important to know. Okay. Someone asked me a question right quick. Very important. All right. So this right here, second master singular active participle. Very important. In the PL, see the dot right here? Just let me know it's in the PL. Okay? Second master singular active participle. Now, what is the subject doing? Remember up here in verse 1. Okay, it should come to pass if you what? If you do what? What do you do? What do you do? Obey. Obey, and what else? Okay. Obey the voice of your God. Okay, or your power. This is very important, he that caused it to exist. All right, so this is why so many brothers from so many camps, they stumble because they always drop down to verse 6 to 8, but they never start up here at verse 1. So if you're going to teach Deuteronomy 20 chapters, Shalom, Shalom, Shatim, start at verse 1. So here, this right here is a PL verb stem, second master single, active participle. Active participle, very important. And this right here will come from your third hey verb. Third hey verb, very important. So let me show you something. Okay. Third hey verb. Bear with me. Bear with me, everyone. Third hey verb. Man, I'm trying to find my third hey verb. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, this is what you call third hey verbs. So I say it was a PL active participle. Okay, so when we want to hold this right here, I want to flip the sheet over. And I want to look for the active participle as active participle in the PL form. You see the vowels right here? Okay. What is this right here? Shiwa. And what's this vowel right here? What's this vowel? Okay. You should know this vowel right here. Okay, I don't want to give you the answer, but you should know the vowel. It's going to tell you what? Active participle. Shalom, shalom, Ron. Okay? Face it, when looking at Deuteronomy 20 chapter, you see the vowels right here. In the PL, active participle. So you see Deuteronomy chapter 20, chapter 28, and you see the word here, mazalka. Okay? It lets you know that this is a second master single active participle. Okay? So what you do, I go to my third hey verb, and I don't see nothing here to identify nothing, so I'm going to go here to, I'm going to look for the vowel points right here. It match up to the active participle. What's active participle? Mean that the subject is doing the action. So here I saw those where I'm at. I saw my vowels. Okay, very important. Third hey verb for mazalka. Okay, so let's move on. So we're working with your students, Deuteronomy 20 chapter. So we identified this right here in the PL participle form, second master singular. Okay, pronounce. Okay, participle second master singular with a second master singular pronoun suffix right here. Pronoun suffix on the end, mean you. So we understand this word right here is what? Hayam, this right here would be your definite article. A masculine singular noun. Here, in the same words, okay, it said u, atenka. So when we look at the word utenka, we can look at a conjunction. And this right here will be a what call. Okay, we say G stem perfect, it is perfect. Okay, third masculine singular with a second masculine singular pronominal suffix. So we already know what's word here, yo, here, why here. You find this in the third hey verb. Hit feel imperfect, okay, causes to exist. Ella hey call, this right here will mean that a possessor, we say masculine plural noun, okay, with a pronounced second masculine singular pronominal suffix, mean your God. Okay, we look at this word here, Elion. This is very important to know what this word right here is, okay? So a lot of times, sometimes people struggle with the different things within the text of what is going on. This is a masculine singular adjective, okay? This would be the word on high, okay? So let's move on. So here, when we look at this word here, this is your preposition, okay? This is your preposition, masculine singular construct, okay? Above all nations, what? Of the earth, definite article, feminine singular noun. Let's move on to verse 2. Here it says ooh, but ooh. What is so interesting when working with your students? Ooh, but ooh. Now, this right here will be a conjunction again. Conjunction. Okay. Call. Call what? Call perfect. You see it, call perfect. And third common plural. So what am I going to do now? What am I going to do? So when I'm parsing, always use this. So let's go back to my sheet. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to strong verbs. I'm going to strong verbs. And I say that this particular word was a call perfect second. Call perfect. And I'm looking at a third common plural. So I'm going with the call perfect. And I'm going to look for the third common plural. Okay. Third common plural. And I see it right here in the call. Okay. Ketlu. Ketlu, third common plural in the perfect under the strong verb. I go back here to where I'm at verses 2, and I see it right here to render that. Okay, very important. All right, very important. So your root of this word here gonna be what? Bait, bait, woe, olive. Okay. All right. And we know that bait, woe, olive mean to go or when you come. All right. Very important. So this would be assurance. Here, eleka. So eleka mean what? Okay. Again, this is your we dealing with preposition, second masculine singular pronominal suffix. Okay. Upon you. Here we see the word call, masculine singular construct form, call, here, ra, coat. What does this word mean? Okay, let's kind of talk about it. So we see your definite article word here. All right, we see definite article without a shadow of a doubt. Feminine plural noun, feminine plural noun. All right, very important to remember when working with your students. Here we know this word here, ha'ele. Okay, ha'ele mean what? Okay, everybody should know that. Okay, demonstrated, or you want to say adjective. Okay, deans. Very important. Here you see the conjunction, you see his, gukal. Okay, well, what does that mean, Moreh? What does it mean? This is very important. So now, let me tell you, so this right here would be conjunction. And this will be the hit feel perfect. Hit feel perfect. Okay, third common plural with a second masculine singular pronominal suffix. Okay, now something is being caused to you. So this is in the Hill verse now. Something's being caused to overtake you. Okay? But remember what verse 1 say. Okay, it should come to pass. That's an if. That's an if. Okay? That's an if. Other word, you obey the voice of the Most High, your God. Then when you drop down to here, if you don't do this starting off, then something gonna come and overtake you. Okay? Here feel perfect. Here feel perfect. So, okay, this is very important to know. Alright? Very important to know what you're dealing with. So I say it was a here feel perfect verse there. Third common plural. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to my strong verbs, and I look at the settings, and I'm looking for the here feel perfect, here feel, and I'm looking over here at the what? Third common plural, and I'm sliding. It's not nifal, it's not called, it's not nifal, it's not pia, not poor, but it's what here feel. And I'm looking for a third common plural in the here field. So I see it right here. Okay? So this is something very important when you're working with your students. Alright? So we identify that. So let's move on. So here okay, perfect. Then we notice right here, this is your conjunction. Okay, your conjunction is what key. Okay, that would be 4. Okay, so we go from key, we'll move key to what? Tishma. What does Tishma mean? Okay, this will be your call, second message singular. Okay, prefix imperfect. Prefix imperfect. Your root, this is your root right here. Shin, mem, ayin. The towel lets you know that is in imperfect. Okay? Very important to pay attention when you're working with your students. Alright? Okay, other word you obey. Let's move on. Here, you obey the voice, or he it that causes to this, your elaheka. But you notice here, it say be cold, there's voice, you see it right there in verse 1. The voice of he that causes to this, your God. And you see it mentioned again in verse 2. Alright, let's move on from Deuteronomy 20 chapter. Here you see what? Baruch. Baruch. So how is the word Baruch being used? Okay, Baruch here is being used as a call passive participle. Okay? This is the passive participle of the word call. So what am I going to do now? What am I going to do? I'm going to look at my strong verbs, and I'm going to flip over the sheet. And I'm going to look for, I say it was a call what? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What is Moreh looking for? I'm looking for the passive participle. Okay, I'm looking at, I see it right here. So, passive participle, masculine singular from Kital. Okay, passive participle. So now the subject is being acted upon. Okay, active, the subject is doing the action. Active, the subject is doing the action. Passive, the subject is being acted upon. You see those vowel settings? You see the komas, you see the shuruk. Okay, in the what whoa. Okay, kitu. Alright. To that rabbi. So let's move on. For that very first word there of, where I'm at, verse 4, Deuteronomy 28:4. Okay, so we identify this right here as a, verse 3, I'm tripping, man. Yeah, verse 4. Let's see. Deuteronomy 23. Yeah, right here. I lost my spot. Verse what, 3. Yeah, so we identify this right as in the passive, called passive. Okay, here, atah. What is atah? This is very important to know. This is your second masculine singular, okay, personal pronoun, okay, this dealing with you. But remember this word right here now. Remember this word here. This is your called passive participle. Passive. Passive. Called passive. I want to say it one more time. Called passive participle. Okay. Now, the subject being acted upon, you do what? By ear. What that mean? Okay. You're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed. This is what we say in preposition, article, in the sitting. And Baruch. You see this word here again being used? Come on now, you already know what it is. You see it right here. You saw it right here. Beginning 3. It is what a passive participle. Passive participle means the subject is being acted upon. He's saying that you're going to be blessed. You going to be blessed. Okay, in the city. And you're going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed what? Be sedea in the field. Come on now. Let's drop down to verse. It'll say, Baruch, you should already know what this word means. Okay, P-Ray, you should already know what that means. This is noun. Okay, construct, master saying construct noun. Okay, betnika. What does that mean? The fruit of your body. Upire, and the fruit of what? Metka. Okay, and what's that? That is your ground. Ground is what? The feminine singular noun. Second master singular pronoun suffix. Okay, upire. You see it right here again. That's what we say the fruit of what? That is what? Fruit of what? Your what? Beast. Bihamteka. Beast. And then we see the word here. Shigar. Shigar mean what? That's your feminine singular noun, construct noun. And this word here, the alapeka, what it, okay, that is the increase of your cattle. Very important, the increase of your cattle. Let's move on from here to here. Okay, so yes, te wrote. Yes, so what that mean? This is your conjunction, okay, feminine plural noun in construct, and the young what? What? Zoneka. What did that mean? That we're dealing with a feminine singular what now? Okay, second master singular of your flock. So let's move on from here. Again, we are Deuteronomy chapter 28, and we at verse 5 now. You always identify, I give you the answer of what this was right here. So you should already know what's them to sing. Okay, here, let's look at this right here. 10 Akar. So what does 10 Akar mean? Okay, so this right here is a masculine singular noun with a second masculine singular noun suffix on the end of it. Okay. Okay, so my joint stop. Okay, so I'm back on right now. So let's finish. So we at verse 5. So you identify this right here. You identify your basket. Okay. So this is, you can be blessed. Your basket here, we see the turn, mish, tekar. What did that mean in verse 5? Okay. That is in your what, leading what, trouts. I have one want to translate with that. So this right here is a conjunction. It's a conjunction feminine singular what now with a second masculine pronounced suffix. So you're seeing all these passive participles. It's very important to pay attention to this right here. And he said, Baruch atah Bibo Eka. So what did that mean right here in verse what, 6? Okay, so now we're dealing with a preposition, okay, call infinitive construct, okay, with the second master singular pronominal suffix on there. And you also know, and when you come, this is very important, when you come. Let's move on from here in verse 6 to here. And you see the same turd, Uvarukata, Bizeteka. And we understand what this is right here in verse what, 6. And again, we're dealing with another in several preposition called infinitive construct. Okay, second master same pronoun suffix. Okay, that's other word you want to translate this when this is going out. So here, this is very important. This right here will be yod. Your root will be yod zali aleph. Yod zali aleph. So that's will be your root right there. Yod zali aleph. So let's look at this right here. Let's see here. So let's see what I can look at. Very important. Let's look for a first yod verb. So I'm flipping. First yod verb. Okay. The first yod verb is new one. Okay, first yod verb, and I'm looking for, what am I looking for? Yod zadi, you call it in the construct. Okay, let's look for the construct form in the first yod verb. Okay, infinitive absolute. Okay, so the construct form, I'm looking for those vowels. Okay, boy, take off. Okay, so I say the call form. This is very important. All right, but let's move on. So I got the sheet. So, but we can move on with that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to verse 7 of Deuteronomy 20, verse 7. It say Yatan. So when I say Yatan, we're looking at a what call third message singular, okay, imperfect, okay. From the your root gonna be noon, tower, noon. From Natan, you understand what this name is? I don't even address this right here. This is et or your Baker. You should know what this right here means. Now, what is so interesting here? Or your Baker, this word here was being used as in a call, active participle, okay, masculine plural with a second masculine pronoun suffix on it. So let's kind of look at this word here. I say what? Call active participle, masculine plural. So let's look at active participle. So let's go with the strong verb. Let's go with strong verbs. Okay, so I'm doing all my flipping at work. Bear with me. Okay, so strong verb. And I'll say that it was what? In the strong verb, it was, what was this right here? Or your big call active participle. So I'm going to drop down to here. And I'm going to drop down to the active participle, okay, in what they call verb form, okay, active masculine plural. And I'm going to see it right here, active participle, okay, in the plural, okay, for what? For this word, for your word enemies. Okay, so now we see that the Most High, what he can do and give, he that causes to this et or your Baker. Man, what I tell you, that active participle what? Active participle means that the subject is doing the action. So who is doing the action? Your enemies. Your enemies is doing the action. Remember, gonna give who? Your Hawaii et or your Baker, your enemies. And what's the word here? High command. Okay? High command. What does word here mean? Very important. Okay, so now you see a different article, mean, and now we're dealing with a different article called active what? Participle, massive plural. So now this is the active participle. This is the participle, massive plural. From your root, kov, wo, mem. Kov, wo, mem is your shortage, your root. So active participle, active participle. Very important to know when you're dealing with this right here. So now, active participle, your enemies, active participle, okay, gonna do what? Gonna rise, okay? Again, active participle, your enemies, gonna rise. Active participle, eleka, above you. Again, the subject is doing the action. Your enemies, your gonna rise above you. Very important to know. Let's slide on down. Here we see the word nig, Pam. What does this denote right here? This will be the nifal. This is a nifal participle. Nifal participle, very important. Masculine plural. Okay, from the shortest root. Okay, what? Noon, ga, what? Final what? Pay. Very important to know when you're working with your students. Okay? And that should be defeated. Okay? Lipaneka, before what you. Very important. Alright? You should know this word right here. This word here means be direct. That's what travel of direction of roads. Okay, away. Okay, so the word, this word here is a God, one. So the word you go in or you go out one way. And yesu, what does yesu mean? This is what we say a call. Okay. Call, third masculine plural. Okay. Imperfect. Root from the shortest, yod, zadi, aleph. Okay, that's your shortest. Let's move on. Eleka. Okay. This is a preposition. Second masculine singular pronoun suffix. What can happen? That against you. Very important. Let's move on. In the same text of Deuteronomy 28. The word here, ubi shib'ah. What that mean? What do this word right here would mean? This mean number. Okay, that's what it mean number. You should already know this word here mean Derakim. Okay, you should already know what this mean. And 7 ways. 7 the ways of 7 directions. Let's move on here. Here, Yanusu. Okay, Yanusu. What does Yanusu mean? So, Yanusu mean this is another what? We say a call. Third masculine plural. Imperfect. From the root, noon, woe. Noon, what? Summit. This is your shortest. Very important. Let's move on. Lipaneka before you. Let's go to verse 8. So now, when we get to verse 8, you see the term here, Yazah. So what did that mean? So here, we're looking at a PL. Okay, third master singular. Okay, imperfect. All right. So what that mean? That he, it calls it this commanding. He's commanding etka you. What is the you? The you is a personal pronoun of subject. Okay. Very important to know, recognize. All right. At, we dealing with the preposition, second master singular pronoun suffix. All right. What we talking about? Upon you. At what? Hibaraka, the blessings. Okay. Very important. The blessings. Okay. Here we see the here is by what? Ba'asameka. Ba'asameka. What that mean? Okay, we dealing with what? Preposition. Master the singular what plural noun with the second master's pronoun suffix. Okay, we say this word here. In your barns. Okay. Here, ubiko. Ubiko mean what? Okay, we dealing with a conjunction. Preposition. Position. Okay, master plural construct noun. And we're going to look at this word here. What's the word here? Mislock. And so, mislock, we're dealing with another master singular construct noun. Okay. And what mislock means? Okay. And so, and in your and that you undertake. Let's move on to right here. Okay. Ya deka. Ya deka mean what? Ya deka mean what? What do ya deka mean? Okay. You should already know what that means. Ya deka. Not to tell you, but you should know what it means. Alright. Let's go here. We see here. U baraka. And so you seen this word here, conjunction. You should already be able to identify that this is a PL perfect, third master singular, okay, with a second master singular pronoun suffix on the end of it. Alright? And this means you be eretz, you should already know that means. Preposition, definite article, feminine singular noun. Okay, in the land, Ashir, rather participle, which Yohewahe, Elaheka. You see this word right here? You see this dot right here? Notan. So what is notan? What does notan mean? Notan is a what call. It is a call what? Active participle. Okay, call active participle. Notan. Okay, laka to you. So now the subject, who's the subject? Who's doing the giving? Who's doing the giving? The subject is doing the giving. Who? Yohewahe, your God, is notain, giving you. Okay? What did I say? Active what participles are? The subject is doing the action. Active participle. Let's look for it. So here I pull out my sheet. I look for strong verbs and I drop down and I look for the active participle. So you see them vowels right here? Let me see me good. You see the vowels right here? Active participle. I see it right here. Look at the vowels. Okay. Little column. Okay. And you see what? You see the serif. See them vowels? Then once I look here under the call active participle, I see them same vowels. Where am I at? Let me see. I see them right here. Very important. See how the vowel settings? I see the vowel settings right here. Okay. See it? And I see the vowel settings right here. They match. And this is an active participle, masculine singular. Okay. Active participles mean what? For the time, the subject is doing the action. So when we look at Deuteronomy chapter 28, from verses 1 all the way to verse 8, now we see that Yohewahe, your God, Notan Lakar, is giving you something. So the subject is doing the action, doing the giving. Let's move on to verse 9 of Deuteronomy 28 and 9. And this is why so many of these brothers, or these young brothers, and my Aunt CJ, Shalom, Aunt CJ, so many young brothers that they get out of jail, they get out of prison, and they hear what they're Israelite, and the first thing they do, they run to Deuteronomy chapter 28, but they drop all the way down to verse 60. Matter of fact, they bypass all this right here, and then they run, and they drop down to verse 68 of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. They run, where verse 68 at? They run all right here. How you going to run? You going to bypass 67 verses. You can bypass verses 1. Let me see, wow, man, I'm losing my spot. This is crazy. You going to bypass verse 1 and drop all the way down into verse 68. That don't make no sense. That's not common sense. But let me finish. I'm at verse 8 now. Okay, so you got to educate these young brothers, educate these young sisters. You know, they're waking up, but they're waking up under a strong delusion and under dictatorship. Oh, hey, do you know who you are? Yeah, read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and stop at verse 68, but they don't tell the people start at verse 1 and be detailed with it. Okay, where am I at? Let's go verse 9. So in verse 9, we see the term, what? Yakim Ka. So what do Yakim Ka mean? So Yakim Ka, this is the Hiphil. This is the Hiphil causative form. Hiphil what? Third master singer imperfect with a second master singer pronominal suffix. And so now, the Most High going to cause you to be established. This is the causative Hiphil verb form. You're being a cause to be established by who? Yohe. Okay. And what's the word here? To himself. So this is the causative form. You're being a cause to be established by Yohe or by him. Okay. This is the key right here. We cannot establish ourselves as a nation. Only it that causes to exist can establish each and every one of us, and also it that causes this establish us as a nation. But we must do something. What we must do? Obey his voice to the best of our ability, to the best of our understanding. Okay? So let's move on. From here, we still here. Losing my spot. Let's move to the word here, li'am. So you should know what the word li'am means. That's a preposition. That is a master second what now. This is very important. Okay? And this right here, kadosh. This is two people, holy people, set apart people. Okay? This is the master singer adjective. Ka'ashir. Okay? This is something that's very important. We should understand. That's which. You see the word here? Nishba, that's the word swear. Nishba leka. And so this is using the nifal perfect third master singular. Okay? From the root, shin, beit, ayin. Okay? Very important that he has what? He has swear to you. Here, you should know what this is. This is your conjunction key. Tishmor. Tishmor means what? It's very important to understand what this word is. You should have saw it up above. Okay? By this time here, you should know that what y'all is trying to say to us. This is your call. Second master singular. Okay? Imperfect verb. Alright? Now he's saying if you what? If you what? Keep means to partake something. But you cannot keep something if you never was taught the proper way how to keep it. Always remember that. Most people put a burden on you, try to get you to honor something or do something, and you don't even know how to do it. You got to be taught how to do it. So how in the hell you want somebody to keep the commandments if you don't show them, or you be a good example as how to keep the commandments, the ordinance of Yah. This is very important. You see the direct object points to something. Miss Oates. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, now we're dealing with direct object. Okay, feminine singular, construct form. And this means what? The commandments of who? Construct form of Yohewah Elahekah. So you know that you keep saying Elahekah, your God, your God, your God, your God, your God. Okay, that you keep the commandments of your God, of your power. Okay, let's move on. And you know what this is right here? This is your conjunction. What? And we can say Halekta. Okay. This is your conjunction right here, and this right here going to be your call perfect second master singular. Okay. Now, this root going to come from Hey Lamed, final Sophie with Kaf. And what does right here mean? And to walk. Okay, this is perfect. So this is perfect. It's perfect. Okay. You walk, and by us walking, what can happen? Okay. In all his ways. Okay, this is you walking perfect in all his ways. Okay, very important. Let's move on to verse 10, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 10. So when I teach and start working with young people that is coming into the ministry, and the thing I teach them is first good moral character. There's no need to teach you this right here if you don't know how to treat your fellow brother or sister and you have bad character. Okay? What need to teach a person this right here? That's like giving a dynamite to a person. That's like telling a person, you know what? Go ahead and just drink this right here. Just drink it. Just drink the hand sanitizer. Don't put it on the bottom of your hand and wash your hands. But just go ahead and just drink it. That don't make no sense right there. Okay? So you see the word advance. Some people need to be advanced in their thinking. Let's move on. Hey, shalom. So, and this is something, again, when you're working with people, you see this right here? This right here, you know, it's a conjunction, Ra'u. So what does Ra'u mean? This is another call, perfect, third common plural, okay, which is the third hey verb, okay, rest aleph hey, okay, and that is what, and you should what? See, okay, and you should see all, what it mean? What it mean? You should know what it means. All the people, construct form, ha'adis of the earth. You say key, that's what Shem there. Shalom, Judah Moshe Ma'at. We're looking at the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 1 through, what we at now? I think we at verse 10. Yeah. So we see the word Shem, okay, so we can say this is your conjunction, and this right here is your master saying construct, okay, and for there, Yohewah Nikra, and when we look at this word here, this is used in your Nifal perfect, okay, third master singular, okay, from the root, Koresh Aleph, okay. Yes, sir, verse 10, hallelujah, to the above, okay, so that's Nifal perfect, so you want to write in your notes, Nifal perfect, okay, third common plural. Nifal perfect, third masculine singular. So let's drop down to this word here, Eleka. Okay, you should know what this right here means. Okay, oh, it keep getting blurry? My bad, Aki. My bad. Okay, verse 10, Eleka. Okay, this is very important right here. So he called upon you. So remember, he called upon you. Okay, so let's slide right here down back to verse 10. And you see your conjunction, Ya'u, here, Memeka. Okay, let's look at this word here in verse 10. Okay, now you see we're dealing with the conjunction. Okay, we're dealing with a call, perfect, third common plural, from the root, Yod, Resh, Aleph. Okay, and we see the word here, Memeka, and that is, we see the preposition mem, okay, with a second massive pronoun suffix, and you should be afraid of you. This is good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Allow one word can tell a lot. Hallelujah. Very important. So I just want to just look at Deuteronomy chapter 20, and we look at verses 1 through 10, and just kind of look at how it functions and how we are to be better stewards in educating the young brothers that again, this getting out of jail or coming to an understanding of who they are, process. Okay, so even when you go and look at chapter 27 verse 26, and you say, okay, you see the word here, arur. So we understand this word here means curse. Okay, so when you ask them, people say, okay, all right, you were telling me that I'm cursed. Wait. I got wife, children, and grandkids. What the hell you mean I'm cursed? I got my lambs. I got my mind. I have good sense. I can count. I know my ABCs. No, I'm not cursed. I got my health and strength now. If you break any laws and commandments, it's going to sit out there in judgment. So when you look at Deuteronomy chapter 27 and verse 26, the word here, aru, this is being used as a call passive participle. Call passive participle. So what I do, so I flip my sheet over and I want to look for strong verbs. You see strong verbs. Okay. So strong verbs are looking for the active participle. I go from here, I'm gonna look here, but then I'm gonna flip it over. Okay, active participle, I see it right here. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna go here. I need to drop down here to the passive participle. Okay, very important. So I'm gonna look at those vowels. Passive participle, okay? So now, I'm looking here. But now, this don't look right to me. Something ain't right here. So what I need to do, remember, I went here. And I look here, okay? Now, I need to look for a genitive verb. Genitive verb. Aleph. Ainket. Third hay verbs. First yod verbs. Vowel consonantal verbs. Genitive verb. So I'm looking for a genitive verb in the what call. So I'm going to drop down here. And I'm looking for the passive. You see the vowels right here? The passive participle, master saying, you see the vowels? Serua, vowels here. I'm going to look here. At that 26, I see those same vowels right here. Okay, Aru. And I see him here. Sabu. Passive particle, masculine singular. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Good teaching, right? I know it's a process. So now the subject is being acted upon, which Aru Ashir read a participle, okay, curse, be Ashir, okay, lo, Yakim, okay. This is the Hifil, the Yod right there. Let me know it's a Hifil what? Hifil, imperfect, third masculine singular. Okay, very important. Curse be, okay, he who does not, what? Et, dead ray. Okay, what does dead ray mean? Okay, and we also know this ray means to conform. Conform what? The words of High Torah. So here's the key. Curse. Okay, come on now. Assure, which, lo, yakam. You don't do what? Confirm. If you don't be called, see, here's the key. You can't beat the hell out of the people because they don't keep the commandments the way you want to keep the commandments. This word here is used in the hit field, causative form. He said what? Curse, passive participle. Okay, which, lo you come on now, do not confirm or do not being caused to confirm at the rate of words of the Torah. Come on now, so let's go here. Hazot of this Torah, very important. Okay, very important. And here, liasot. What liasot mean? It's separate preposition, called infinite construct. This is very important for you to do. Here we see the term otam. It's very important for you to understand what this right here would mean. Okay? What does otam mean? Direct object, third, masculine, okay, thou. Here we see we amar. Okay, this is your conjunction. Okay, you should already know the vowels. This is third masculine call. It's perfect. And should say all what? All the people I mean. Should say I mean. They agree. But here, remember this what this word is right here. Your root gonna be out of rest. This is your root. Out of rest. And what is this called? This is called a genitive verb. A genitive verb. In that genitive verb, you see it right here. Summit bait. But I'm going to look here. And I'm going to drop down to the passive participle. And you see those vowels here? Kamatz, Shiruk, Sabur. Passive participle, masculine singular. And you see the vowels right here. So the Nakud system is very important to know. Okay, remember this right here, curse, which lo yakam. This right here is being used in a Hifil called the phone, being caused to confirm at the words of HaTorah. Okay, very important. Okay, remember, Hazot, the assault, Otam, we amar, ko ha'amaman. So this is the key right here. So I can go on, but again, what most people do, they get you to come out of jail. And the first thing they tell you, hey, read Deuteronomy again, chapter 28. Well, again, they don't tell you to read all these verses here. They don't tell you to read all this right here. And they don't tell you to read all this right here. But what they tell you, you know what? Go ahead, drop down to drop down to verse 6 to 8. Drop down to verse 6 to 8. Even when you look at verse 6 to 8, okay, this is very important. You see this word here, Miss Ram? I have a footnote. So what's my footnote? My footnote tell me verse 6 to 8. Verse 6 to 8. Okay. Verse 6 to 8. Yeah, man. Verse 6 to 8. And this is verse 6 to 8. What? Let me see. What is this right here? Verse 6 to 8. Verse 6 to 8. Yeah, man. I got footnotes down here for this verse. Yeah, man. So I got all this good stuff down here. Alright? But again, don't let people drive you crazy. Take your time and work with people. Okay? And be patient with people. That's the key right there. But don't let people tell you to skip all these verses and just start reading till you drop down there. So you don't read all them verses and you still crazy as hell. So for those people that tell you to do that stuff, say, listen, Shayl tell me to what? Wish kills 99% of germs. Say, man, you got some germs on your hand. So if your hand is dirty, that means your mind dirty. Okay? So again, if you got dirty hands, go out, or maybe I'm here at work, either go out and you just get you some hand sanitizer or something like that. So Moreh said, give me some hand sanitizer. This is there. You got dirty hands. But brothers and sisters, be blessed. That's enough for me tonight. Shalom.